If people treat you well when you have money, that's fine. But do not let that define your self-worth, because your value is not created by money. It is revealed by your character. Second, stay grounded when you grow. When money comes, do not let it change your mindset. Do not become someone who only values money, because the same thing that lifted you can also destroy you if you lose control. Stay humble, stay real, stay connected to your values. Third, prepare for change. Life is not stable. Money can increase. Money can decrease. Situations can change. So do not build your identity on something unstable. Build it on yourself, your discipline, your mindset, your strength, because these things stay even when money goes. Fourth, focus on building real respect. Not loud respect, not temporary respect, but deep respect. Respect that comes from your behavior. Respect that comes from your consistency. Respect that comes from your values. Because that respect cannot be taken away easily. Remember this powerful line. If people respect you only when you have money, then they never respected you at all. They respected your situation, and situations always change. So do not chase temporary respect. Do not depend on external validation. Build a life where even if everything changes, you still stand strong. Because in the end, money may bring people into your life, but only your character will decide who stays. So understand this truth deeply. Respect that comes from money will come and go. But respect that comes from who you are will stay with you forever. Lesson 5. Money gives power, but not real value. Money gives you power, but it does not give you real value as a person. Now understand this deeply. Money can change your life. It can give you comfort. It can give you freedom. It can give you opportunities. And yes, it can also give you influence. People listen to you more. People take you seriously. People treat you differently. This is the power of money. But here's the truth most people ignore. Power is not the same as value. You can have power and still have no real worth as a human being. You can be rich and still feel empty inside. You can have money and still not be respected in a deep, meaningful way. Because real value does not come from what you have. It comes from who you are. Now think about this. Would you truly respect a person who has money but lies, cheats, and disrespects others? Maybe you will act respectfully in front of them, but inside the truth. That is not real respect. That is fear. That is dependency. That is social pressure. Real respect is different. Real respect comes from character, integrity, discipline, kindness, and consistency. These are things money cannot buy. Money can buy attention, but not genuine care. Money can buy presence, but not loyalty. Money can buy influence, but not true respect. Now listen carefully. If your value depends only on money, then the moment money goes, your value disappears, and that is a dangerous place to be. Because money is not permanent. It can increase, it can decrease, it can disappear. And if your identity is built only on money, you will feel lost when it is gone. This is why many people feel empty even after becoming successful. They achieved money, but they did not build themselves. They focused on earning but ignored becoming. And now they have everything outside, but nothing inside. Now understand this powerful truth. Money can attract people, but only your character can keep the right people. Many people will come when you have money. They will smile. They will support you. They will stay close. But ask yourself, will they stay if I lose everything? If the answer is no, then their connection is not real. That is why your focus should not be only on earning money. Your focus should be on becoming a strong person. Now, what should you do? First, respect money, but do not worship it. Money is important. It gives you freedom. It gives you security. But do not make it your identity, because you are more than your bank balance. Second, build your character daily. Work on your discipline. Work on your honesty. Work on your mindset, because these things stay with you even when everything else changes. Third, treat people well regardless of their status. Do not become like those who only respect money. Respect people for who they are, not for what they have, because this is what makes you different. This is what builds your real value. Fourth, define your own worth. Do not let society decide your value based on money. Decide it yourself. Know who you are. Know what you stand for. Know your principles. Because once you define your worth internally, no external situation can shake you. Remember this powerful line. Money can make you look important, but only character can make you truly valuable. So chase growth, not just wealth. Build yourself, not just your income. Because at the end of the day, money may give you power in the world, but your value as a person will always come from within. Lesson 6. Build yourself, not just your bank balance. The final truth and the most important lesson of this entire topic. Do not just build money, build yourself. Now understand this deeply. Yes, money is important. It gives you comfort. It gives you security. It gives you options in life. But if your entire focus becomes only money, then you are building your life on something unstable. Because money can change. It can come fast. It can go fast. And if you have not built yourself, you will not be able to handle either success or failure. This is where most people go wrong. They spend years trying to increase their bank balance, but they ignore their mindset. They work hard to earn, but they do not work on who they are becoming. And one day they realize something painful. They have money, but no peace. They have success, but no confidence. They have everything outside, but nothing inside. Now listen carefully. If you build money without building yourself, you will always feel empty, because external success without internal strength is incomplete. Now think about this. If you lose money today, can you rebuild it? If your answer is yes, then you are powerful. But if your answer is no, then your power was never money. Your power was missing. That power is your mindset, your discipline, your skills, your thinking. These are the things that create money and recreate it if it is lost. So instead of only focusing on how much money can I earn, start asking what person am I becoming? Because that question will shape your entire life. Now understand this powerful truth. Money follows value. If you become valuable, money will come. But if you chase money without becoming valuable, even if you get it, you will struggle to keep it. So what should you build? Build your discipline, because discipline makes you consistent, even when you do not feel like working. Build your mindset, because mindset decides how you react to success and failure. Build your skills, because skills create opportunities, and opportunities create income. Build your confidence, because confidence helps you take risks and grow beyond your limits. These are real assets. No one can steal them. No situation can destroy them. Now listen carefully. When you build yourself, something powerful happens. You stop chasing respect because you respect yourself. You stop depending on others' opinions because you trust your own decisions. You stop feeling insecure about money because you can always create it again. This is real power. Not the power of money, but the power of identity. Now, one more important thing. When money comes, do not lose yourself. Many people change when they become successful. They become arrogant. They forget their values. They start treating people based on status. Do not do that. Stay grounded. Stay real, because your character should not change with your bank balance. Remember this powerful line. Money can build your lifestyle, but only you can build your life. So focus on becoming strong, not just looking successful. Because in the end, the world may respect your money, but your real strength will come from who you are, even when you have nothing. So build yourself first. Everything else will follow. Lesson 7. Do not chase respect. Earn independence. The seventh truth, and one that can completely change your mindset. Do not chase respect. Earn independence. Now, understand this very clearly. Most people spend their whole life trying to get respect from others. They try to impress people. They try to prove their worth. They try to show that they are successful. Why? Because they want to feel respected. But here is the reality. The more you chase respect, the more it runs away from you. Because respect that is forced is never real. When you try too hard to impress people, they do not respect you. They see your need. They see your desperation. And instead of valuing you, they start taking you lightly. Now think about this deeply. Why do people respect money? Because money gives independence. When you have money, you do not need approval. You do not need permission. You do not need validation. You can make your own decisions. You can walk your own path. And that freedom creates respect. So the real goal is not respect. The real goal is independence. Because when you are independent, respect follows naturally. Now understand this powerful truth. People respect those who do not need them, not in a negative way, but in a strong way. When you are emotionally independent, you do not beg for attention. When you are financially independent, you do not depend on others for survival. When you are mentally independent, you do not get affected by every opinion, and this makes you powerful. Now compare this with someone who is dependent. They need approval. They need support. They need validation. And because of that, people do not respect them. They control them. This is why chasing respect never works. Because respect is not given to those who ask for it. It is given to those who stand on their own. Now, listen carefully. Independence creates confidence. Confidence creates respect. So instead of asking, how can I make people respect me? Start asking, how can I become independent? Because that question will change everything. Now, what should you do? First, become financially independent. You do not need to be rich immediately, but start building something. Start earning, Start saving. Start growing. Because when you earn your own money, you feel a different confidence. You stop depending on others. You stop tolerating disrespect. Second, become emotionally independent. Stop depending on people for happiness. Stop needing constant attention. Stop needing approval. Because the moment you control your emotions, you become stronger. Third, become mentally independent. Do not let every opinion affect you. People will talk, people will judge, people will criticize, but you must stay focused. Because if you keep changing based on others, you will never build your own identity. Fourth, stop proving yourself to everyone. This is a big mistake. You do not need to explain your worth again and again. You do not need to show your success to be accepted. Let your life speak. Let your actions speak. Let your actions speak. Silence is more powerful than constant explanation. Remember this powerful line. Respect is not chased. It is attracted, and it is attracted to strength. Strength of mind, strength of character, strength of independence. So do not waste your energy trying to impress people. Use that energy to build yourself, because the moment you become independent, you stop needing respect. And that is exactly when people start giving it. So learn this lesson deeply. Stand on your own. Grow in silence. Build your strength and let the world respect you. Not because you asked for it, but because you earned it. So remember this, the world is not always fair. People do not always see your heart, your struggle, or your true value. Most of the time, they see your success, they see your money, they see your status, and based on that, they decide how to treat you. But here is the truth that will set you free. You do not need the world's respect to become powerful. You need your own. Because when you respect yourself, when you build yourself, when you become independent, everything changes. You stop chasing people. You stop proving your worth. You stop depending on temporary respect. And slowly you become stronger. You become calmer. You become unshakable. So do not run after respect. Run after growth. Build your mindset. Build your skills. Build your life. Because money may bring attention, but your character will decide who truly stays. And if this message made you think even a little, make sure you like, share, and keep learning. Because sometimes one message at the right time can completely change a person's life. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep moving forward.